Hello, students. I'm going to explain to you for this textbook, Calculus and Vector, Nielsen School Textbook. For Unit 7.6, Cross Product. A question 4 on page 408. So calculate the cross product for each of pair vectors and verify the answer by dot product. I'm going to do A and B to illustrate to you. Now the question is on page 408, unit 7.6. So calculation cross product for the given vector and verify answer. Let's say the first vector to be A. The second vector to be B. So we're going to do cross B. Vector A cross vector B. So it's going to be equal vector C. So, and from here, we underline it. We're going to do the first part. So vector A cross vector B. So it's equal. So we're going to write here. So let's do it into a matrix. So I'm going to write X, Y, and Z. We write the first vector here. It's 2, -3, and a 5. The vector B is 0, -1, and a 4. Now, the next part. So this cross product, we give the answer called vector C. Now, it's going to be equal X. So we're going to cross each axis. So for the X, I'm going to write a shape here. So to cross it, we're going to use the shape like that. Now, the shape here, it means you're going to cross here, cross it, and vertically. So what we left is inside this 4 number. We move it here directly. So -3 and a 5, -1 and a 4. That's for X. The next one is for Y. So for Y, we are going to do is a T shape. So I write the shape here. So the T shape is going to be, you draw a horizontal line and vertical. So whatever left is the first column and the third column. Directly move the number here. So 2, 0, 5, and 4. Now the next one is Z. So we're going to do this shape, opposite with X. So and then we directly cross it out, vertical here. And we left these 2 columns, directly move the number here. Now, from here, we're going to do a cross X and cross Y and cross Z. Let's do the X first. I'm going to use a large bracket instead of, that's better. So -3 times 4, I use bracket here. -3 times 4 is a subtract for the next pair. 5 times -1. So I use this shape. And the next one we're going to do is the Y. Now Y, you're going to cross 2 times 4. Subtract 5 times 0. Now, the last one is the X, it's the Z axis. So we have a 2 times -1 minus -3 times 0. It's very to fit in the number. It's okay. Now we're going to do the calculation for each axis, X, Y, Z. Now I have done a small calculation here. -3 times 4, -12 minus -5. So what are we going to get here? It's a +5. We get a -7. Now the next one, we're going to have a -y, 8, only an 8. Now the next one is 8, Z. So -2 minus 0, we have a -2 left. Now we're going to directly write the answer for the cross product. So it's equal -7, -8, and -2. Now the question asking to verify the answer by dot product. So we're going to use vector A times the vector C, the cross product of vector C. So from there, we must prove it's equal 0 to prove this vector product is correct. So we're going to put A. So A is a 2 times -7. So add -3 times -8, and then add 5 times -2. So what are we going to get? We get -14 and add 24 minus 10. The answer, it is equal 0. We got it correct. Now the next one. So B dot C. So we're going to have a 0 times -7. Add -1 times -8. Add 4 times -2. So what are we going to get? 0, 8A minus A is equal 0. So we prove it is correct. The cross product for -7, -8, -1 is both dotted into a 0. So it's correct. I'm going to illustrate one more for you. Now the next question is question 4b on page 408. It's given by 2 vectors. So we're going to call the first one for vector A. So cross the second one called vector B. And we're going to give the answer for vector C. Now let's start doing the crossing. Now I move the camera in this way. So for vector A, cross vector B. So we're going to equal. So I'm going to draw a matrix. So we write X, Y, Z. So we write the first pair vector here. So 2, -1, and 3. We write the second vector here, and 2. Now from here, we're going to do the answer, these 2 cross, we're going to get the answer called C. So it's called vector C. Now we're going to do x-axis first. So for x, we are going to do the first cross. So the shape will be like that. So we're going to mark it on here. So cross and vertical. So after we draw this mark, what else left is this 4 number in a square. So you directly move it here. Now the second one we're going to work on is the y-axis. So the shape you're going to do is like a T shape. So the T shape, if you work on a T shape, so you have a vertical line here. Whatever left is the first column and the second column. We directly move the number to here. Now the last one is the z-axis. The shape we're working on will be opposite with x. So we're going to cross it. So if you cross this side, what do you left? Is this 4 number. So you directly ship it here. Now we done all the first part. Now we do the second part. Start to calculation the cross number. So we're going to equal x. Now the first one, -1 times 2. Subtract -1. Subtract 3 times -1. Good, so far so good. And then we do y-axis. So we use a bracket. So 2 times 2. So -3 times 3. Now the last one is the z-axis. So 2 times -1 minus -1 times 3. Again, we just have enough space to put in. So I've done some small calculation here, like -1 times 2, I got -2. And 3 times -1, we get -3. -3 minus 3, we get +3. So we get a +1 here. Now let's look at the y. As a 4 and -9, we get -5. Now let's look at the z. So we have a 2 minus -3. We're going to get a +1. Now we get the answer for the cross product. So x is a 1, y is a 5, and z is a 1. So this is our cross product. But we are going to verify it. Now to verify it, we need to do dot product. We are going to vector A dot vector C and vector B dot vector C, because C is the cross product. To prove it's equal 0 and the answer is correct. Now we do the first one. So A dot C is going to be 2 times 1 and then 8, -1 times 5, and then 8, 3 times 1. So what are we going to get? So we're going to get 2 minus 5 and 3. So it is equal 0. We prove the first dot is correct. The second dot is B dot C. So we're going to use 3 times 1, 8, -1 times 5, and then 8, 2 times 1. So what are we going to get? So we're going to get 3 minus 5 and 2. It is equal 0. The proof is correct. Our dot product is correct. It's not hard. Now I just confirm the method we use is simplified. So class it, you write it into a matrix and use the first for x-axis, use this shape. And the y-axis, use this shape. And the z-axis, use this shape. Remember the shape. And cross the number and subtract for x. Cross the number subtract from y, and cross the number, subtract from z, and you're going to arrive the cross-same product answer. And it is a simple way to solve it. So if you like my simple way to do cross product, please subscribe my video. And this is Smart Kids Learning Center. And our tutoring class contact number and the course we majoring tutoring. And I will continue explain to you for the cross product, how to apply to calculation area for the shapes. See you next video. Thank you. Bye.